Listen, if it's one thing that I'm pretty sure we're all aware of is that life is out here moving fast, okay? It's a lot going on. We got society telling us what we should be doing, we should be, all while we're still trying to figure ourselves out. But you know what we can do? We can be mindful of where we are in this present moment and take small steps towards becoming better by the day and towards reaching our God-given purpose. So let's figure it out and work through it together. Welcome to Mindful Moments, y'all. A space where we talk it out, laugh it out, cry it out, hash it out. Listen, just get it all out, okay? This is a safe space for you, where we talk about the ups, the downs, even the in-betweens. A place where we go through it so we can grow through it. Tune in every week as we fill our minds with who we're destined to be, with positivity, with awareness, and honestly, just with love. So I encourage you, let's be mindful of today in hopes for, yes, a better you, but also in hopes for a better tomorrow. Again, welcome to Mindful Moments. Welcome back to another episode of Mindful Moments. I'm your host, your lovely host, your host that's glad to be on your TV screen or in your ear, Jada Love. If this is y'all's first time listening, thank you for coming over to the Mindful Moments community. If this is your second time listening, thank you for coming back. And if you are here again and again and again and again and again, appreciate y'all. So let's get into it. I know, don't slaughter me. The last time I talked to y'all, it was about the unpopular opinions. That was the last episode. Have y'all recovered fully? No? Okay, that's fine. Everything's fine. So this episode, y'all, it's not going to be all over the place, but I just want to kind of give a life update. I know I haven't given, I'm like, not behind, but this episode is like, there was supposed to be an episode before this, so this is like the next episode after this. I haven't been on hiatus or anything, nothing crazy like that, but I just honestly haven't taken the time to like be intentional with potting, and my planning was just all over the place. I wasn't intentional about planning either, so that's on me. I'm back, not putting y'all to the wayside, definitely not doing that. But yeah, just a life update, y'all. Life has been good. Life has been pretty DC. In all honesty, nothing new has happened, but not in a bad way. I'm in a space now where I'm just trusting God. That's the best way I know how to put it. But I also say like I'm doing okay in the sense of, it's not an okay where it's like, you know how when people ask you, moving high and by people like, hey, how you doing? Like, I'm okay. And you're not really okay, or it's like an okay where you're just saying that to get the conversation to the end. Like I'm okay. Like I'm good. I feel like I'm in a space where there are things that I want to happen, things that are in the process of happening, and things that are coming to fruition. And I'm in a space where I'm just learning how to not force my hand, manipulate things, rush things, be impulsive with things, and just letting everything happen how it should, but at the same time not being lackadaisical. Like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm also like trusting God to bring it to me when I'm ready for it. That's the place that I'm in. That's the heart posture that I'm in. I'm very calm. I feel very calm. I feel very at peace, and I just feel like I'm just trusting God. That's the thing. So a few big things have happened since I've last seen y'all. So I had a bout of inadequacy transparent moment. So a big thing happened. Shout out to my gym, Legends Fitness, in Macon, Georgia, 478. We just had a spring bash, and they asked me to record, and I was like, little old me, really? So yeah, recorded it, the recap video. I believe is at Making Legends if y'all want to watch the recap video. But it was at Spring Bash, and it went really good. A lot of stuff I learned how to shoot in different situations because it was inside and outside. So I was kind of learning how to adjust. But before that, like from the time where we confirmed that I would be shooting up until the date of it, I was just feeling so inadequate. And I have like bouts of inadequacy. I don't know why, but it's like I overthink a lot and I get anxious around certain things. And so like when big things come up and I'm involved in it, I always question like, Jada, can you really do that? Did you take on too much? Are you ready for something like this? I don't think you should do it. Maybe you should wait and learn a little bit more. And it's like some things you can only learn when you get in it and encounter that. Like I wouldn't have known how to adjust from shooting inside to outside and changing settings and stuff unless I'm in the situation. And I'm gonna be honest, not when I'm given the opportunity, but on my free time, there are so many other things that I do to where unless I set aside intentional time of doing like camera work and stuff, it's probably not going to get done until the next time I shoot. I'm just being honest. But yeah, I was feeling inadequate and I prayed about it. I was like, God, like I need your help. I really could use some help. But overall it went good and I competed in the deadlift competition. The women's weight was 155 for as many reps as possible. And I got 26. I was so proud of myself. You would have thought your girl was at a powerlifting meet. Like, Jada, girl, you were at your gym. But it was a big deal to me. So big deal to me is a big deal to me. But yeah, it ended up going really, 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 really well. The editing was great. Like I'm more confident editing than I am shooting. That's where my inadequacy comes in when I have to like actually shoot. Because I'm still working up getting experience in that. But one thing I've learned creatively is just like I said before, you won't know unless you get into it. So that was that. The gym has been going good. Another transparent moment. I'm kind of pissed off with my body right now. I've been at the same weight, yet at the same time, people have been telling me I've been slimming down. And I'm like, thank you. But I'm over here, trying to get them numbers to move on down. But we'll just put it on body recomping, which is fine. But it's like when you're body recomping, you can't strictly go off the scale. This is me talking to myself too. Like I can't rely on the scale every day when I'm honestly trying to gain muscle and lose fat. They say you can't do it at the same time, yada, 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 woo, woo, woo. But there's a way to do everything. You can cut, you can bulk, you can recomp. But yeah, that's what we're doing. And it's actually going really, really well. I'm starting to see the cut in my quads a little bit. So, get at me. But yeah, y'all, life has been good. It's been really good. I literally have no complaints. And I've just been wondering, like this headspace that I'm in, I've been wondering like if it's okay to be in this headspace. Like realistically, I know, but in the sense of like being calm, being at peace, doing what I'm supposed to be doing, being intentional. And it's been hard for me to balance being okay with being intentional and trusting God's timing. Because before I'm so used to saying I trust God's timing, but it's like I'm rushing his timing or I'm forcing my hand trying to be him and make situations happen. And so this is the first time where I've actually felt at peace with everything. And I believe that's because I'm in like a state of surrender, but just being at peace with like, Jada, when it happens, it's going to happen. And at the same time being like, you prayed for this, you want this. There are some practical things that you need to do to get here. Like I can't pray for God to get me to the end of the street if I'm not the end of the street, because that wasn't gonna make sense. If I'm at point A, I can't pray for God. It's irresponsible of me, I'll say, to pray for God to get me to point B if I'm just gonna stand at point A the whole time. Granted, there are times where you will pray for things and God will give it to you without you having to exhort, as like there are just some things that God is just going to bless you with. But everything doesn't work out that way. There are some things we are meant to experience, and there's some work that we're just meant to put in to partner with God to get us to the places that we're praying about. And before, I would just always pray and then wait and pray and wait and do something that I think is going to help me get there. But in all actuality, it's just me just wasting time and not doing what I should actually be doing to get to said place. But now I feel like I'm in a place where, and it's different when you're praying to get to point B and you're at point A and you're running to point B. I'm not running to point B. I get out of breath, I get tired, and I start breathing real hefty. I don't have time to be breathing hefty. I'm at a steady pace where it's like, okay, God, I'm moving from point A to point B. I'm at a steady pace. I'm good. If you tell me I need to speed up, I'll speed up. If you tell me I need to slow down, I'll slow down. But I'm not doing anything without you saying so. And that's the other thing too. Like, I've really been trying to work on, this is like a life spiritual relationship with God update. I've just been trying to, I say figure out, but it's like, you know how for those that believe in God, that are Christian, a lot of the times, like, we say, oh God, I want to hear from you, give me a sign. But like, you need to be reading your Bible, and I need to be reading my Bible. I need to be more intentional with my devotion time, because that's another thing too, baby. When I tell you I have been falling asleep, I've been TikToking my life away at night, and I've been falling asleep like it's no tomorrow. I've just been like sleepy, like, yes, sometimes tired, but like sleepy. And so I'm like, Jada, if you want to like hear from him, read your Bible, be more intentional about your devotional time, and have like more time, like actually set aside time, just like you prioritize TikTok and saving them recipes on TikTok, because I'm quick to save a recipe on TikTok. Set aside that time and prioritize God first. So that's what I've been working on trying to do, even in just like small steps. I'm not saying like tonight I'm gonna do my devotion for 3 hours, but instead of like a 15-minute prayer, and I'm saying this so I can remind myself to do it tonight, set aside like an hour and like pray, read your Bible, have some worship time, like just being more intentional with that time before I go to bed, in the morning too, but especially because I do mine at night. Set aside that time, be intentional. But yeah, it's felt really good. There are a lot of things, like I said, that I'm working towards, that I'm trying to get to, and it's been so hard. Not hard, I take that back. It's been different resting in God's timing, because I ultimately know, and I've been in situations where I've tried to operate outside of his will. I've said I've trusted his timing, but I didn't move like it. Or I just tried to make my own timing, and it all led to destruction. I was upset, sad, or I thought it was something and it wasn't. So like, I'm just at a place now where it's like, God, okay, if this ain't gonna happen, but for X amount of time, just show me what I need to do right now. And when it happens, it'll happen. And it is brought so much more peace, and it's taken a lot of like pressure off of myself, and it feels good. But just, the difficult part has just been, am I resting too much? Because I don't feel like I'm resting. It's weird for me, because I get so anxious and I overthink so much. It's weird for me to be calm. And the fact that I'm actually enjoying this calmness and this peace in my heart and my mind and all that type of stuff, it's like, this is very nice, but am I supposed to be doing like a little bit more? Like, what am I supposed to be doing here, God? So maneuvering through that has been different, but it's been good, and I've been enjoying it. I'm not about to sacrifice my peace or nothing like that for something that I want. Like, if it's something I want, and like, let's say God says it's not gonna happen for another 2 months, okay, I'm not about to go running around like a chicken with my head cut off trying to make it happen in a month, because I'm gonna end up hurting myself. I'm not about to be doing that. But yeah, y'all, life has been good. It's been good. I just wanted to, I didn't really know, I knew what I wanted to talk about this episode, but I also just wanted to give an update. But I also want to encourage y'all to just trust God's timing. I know I've talked about it a few times on here, but there's a peace that comes with just trusting his timing. And also, when you trust his timing, that doesn't always mean just sit back and relax. Get up and do something. If there are things that you want to work towards, even if it's happening in his timing, there are things that you can do to bring out the things that God's equipped you with. There are things that you can do to help you be better prepared for when the time comes. A lot of the times, that's why he doesn't have the things for us when we want them, because there are still some things that need to be cultivated in us, so that way when we get to what we pray for, we won't butcher it and mess it up. And I know there are a lot of things that I'm praying for that if I were to have gotten them when I wanted them, oh baby, I would have messed that up. I already know I would have messed that up. I would have messed it up. I would have probably taken it for granted, messed it up, overthought it and sabotaged it, or I would have self-sabotaged myself. And none of those have a good ending to them. So I'm just like, and just previous seasons have just taught me, like, you know what, God, you got it. That's the episode. That's the name of this episode. God, you know what? You got it. Because you really do. Because if I have it, something bad gonna happen. So I'm gonna just put it in your hands. I'm gonna just give it to you. And you just tell me what I need to do meantime and between time. And that's what I want to encourage y'all to do. Trust his timing. Be intentional. Stop trying to rush stuff. Like, I know you really want it, but stop trying to rush things. Stop trying to rush every single thing. I know there are things we're working towards. There are things that you want to do. There are things that you thought, I'm pretty sure you thought would have happened by now. Take it easy, baby. Take a chill pill, okay? Take a chill pill and relax. Pray about it. Be a little more intentional and ask yourself, like, are there some things that I'm doing that's just kind of like giving wasted energy to what I'm praying for? And ask God, like, show me what it is I need to see. Show me the ways I can prepare, and show me what you've already put inside of me that I need to bring out to be able to walk at a better pace, or to be able to move more efficiently to what I'm praying for. There it is. You know, I have those moments where I'm trying to grab it while I'm talking to y'all, and I find it, like what I'm trying to say, and it just sounds like chef's kiss. And there you have it. But y'all, just trust his timing and trust his will. I said, God, I don't want to be, if I'm outside of the will of God, and I'm not getting on here trying to sound perfect, because my relationship with God has a long way to go. But he has done a lot for me, and he is so good, even in the ways that he's kept me just in this season of my life, especially like 25, turning 26. There were a lot of things that happened where I'm just like, God, just thank you. Just thank you. I have a long way to go, but I also know him too well to not encourage y'all. Trust him. Trust him. And he's good. He's not going to, he's good. He's good. That's all I got. He's good. So yeah, that's my life update, girl. That's like month update. That's my month update. But I will see you guys in the next episode. Remember to stay encouraged. Encourage somebody today. We don't understand how many people we see on a day-to-day basis that are struggling with things, that are hurting, that are in pain, that are in turmoil. When you ask somebody how they doing, even if it's just like, hey, how you doing? Good. How are you? Good. Smile at them. Make a little joke. Not at them, but just make a little joke. Have fun. Relax a little bit. Encourage somebody. Love on somebody. Give somebody a hug. Give somebody a high five. Tell somebody you've been seeing the work they've been putting in. Give somebody a compliment. Make somebody's day. It doesn't take a lot to make somebody's day, especially a stranger. Some say, hey, you look nice today. That could have made their day. They could have thought they were walking out the house looking like Boo Boo the Fool. And you tell them, even if they, because even if they look like Boo Boo the Fool, would you tell them that they look? Give them a different compliment. Tell them they got a nice smile. But then if they, give somebody a compliment. We'll leave it at that. But yeah, y'all, stay encouraged. Don't rush. Take a deep breath. Pray about it. That's another thing. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to end it. But like when people say pray about it, it's like, what do I pray about? It's like, know that God knows your heart. Whatever is on your heart in that moment, pray about it. Whatever it is that you want for this season, pray about it. Sometimes when I'm praying too, I told God the other night, I was like, I'm glad you know my heart, because if I tried to fit all these 86 tabs that's open in my brain into this one prayer, my brain would be everywhere. Like sometimes you have to focus on certain things. That's what I mean. Okay. There we go. I love y'all. Y'all stay mindful. I hope y'all have a great week. Whether you listen to this on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. I'm done cutting up. I hope y'all have a great day. Encourage somebody. Trust God. Trust his plan. Trust his process. Don't try to rush nothing. Be at peace and relax. Relax. I love y'all. I care about y'all so much. Thank y'all for listening. I'm going to say it every episode. I'm going to try my best to remember to say it every episode because I really don't take it for granted. And I hope you guys have an amazing day. 1% better each and every day. Take it one day at a time. I love y'all, and I will see y'all in the next episode. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Mindful Moments. I want y'all to remember this. Take it one step at a time. Know that you're capable. Know that you're worth it. Be intentional and know that everything you need to accomplish the things you want is already inside of you. But look, y'all, the podcast doesn't end here, okay? Be sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at O_Jada. That's O with 3 H's _JADA. You can see the visuals from past episodes and segments, and maybe even some teasers for upcoming episodes. And be sure to follow and like Mindful Moments on Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, and even Google Podcasts. And as you go through your day, remember to be mindful of today in hopes for a better tomorrow. I'll see you in the next episode.